Who you want to play with?
Bronny is number one on my fucking list.
That's dope.
He's number one on my list that I want to play with for sure.
You want him to beat you? You think?
Nah, he can't beat me.
Bronny James, the eldest son of NBA superstar LeBron James, has garnered significant attention since his early years in basketball.
I see him playing a healthy amount. I see him playing, I don't know, I see him a possibility, and it's only that comes with a big if, the big if, Paul.
Mm-hmm.
If.
Big if.
If he, if he contribute, why are you looking at me like that? If he contributes like that, stop, bro. If he contributes like that, I see him possibly becoming the starter. Also,
Starter.
I see a situation. I see also this situation.
Whoa.
Bronny James entered the basketball spotlight with immense expectations. His journey in the NBA Development League, now known as the G League, has been a mixture of challenges and achievements, setting the stage for discussions about his potential future in professional basketball. Bronny's entry into competitive basketball was marked by his last name and the legacy of his father. Expectations were sky high, but he approached the game with poise. Joining the G League was a strategic move, allowing him to compete against more seasoned players, thus accelerating his development. Bronny faced significant challenges during his time in the G League. Transitioning from high school basketball to professional play, it's not easy for any young athlete. But for Bronny, the scrutiny was magnified. Critics often pointed to his inconsistency, particularly in scoring and decision-making under pressure. Injuries also hindered his performance at critical moments, forcing him to adapt and find resilience amid setbacks.
Still trying to work his way into, seems like game shape, NBA game flow. Maybe a small concern on the shooting, Skip, because for me, I look at him as a 3-and-D type of guy. If he's gonna make any kind of impact in the NBA or actually get some significant NBA minutes, you gotta knock down shots.
As a dad, watching him go through this process, what's it like?
I love it. I love it. You know, as a parent, to be able to be, you know, there to witness a child of yours start to live out a dream of theirs is something Bronny has always talked about. You know, and he's, you know, said, we asked him plenty of times, like, what is your end goal? And his end goal is to be in the NBA. And to see him almost at that moment, you know, for a parent is something that you could just be in awe of, because, I mean, that's what you want your kids to be able to live out their dreams, you know.
With the 55th pick in the 2024 NBA Draft, the Los Angeles Lakers select Bronny James from the University of Southern California.
The eldest son of one of the greatest players to ever play the game, LeBron James, and now we see the first ever father-son duo in the NBA.
I'm incredibly happy for Bronny James. I remember when, you know, the basketball world stopped because the cardiac arrest situation last summer. I remember being around so many people in this building, scared to death that something awful had happened, and wondering, you see LeBron James entering the hospital, you know, you heard so many different things, you're scared to death of what had happened to him and what was gonna come of it. And to see him here just a year later, being drafted by the Los Angeles Lakers, health intact and what have you, can't be happier for him.
And when people want to judge his freshman season at USC and the lack of production that you might normally see, you have to take into consideration what those previous 5 months were. Not just a physical comeback from an episode
This isn't like
that.
a sprained MCL.
Yeah,
But the mental comeback and that process for a young person to come back from a situation like that and to be playing basketball again and then to start to try to play it at a high level. There's so much more room for growth for him.
Looking ahead, Bronny's future in basketball appears promising. His resilience in the face of adversity, coupled with his talent, suggests he has the potential to carve out his own identity in the NBA. Continued development in the G League will be crucial, providing him with more valuable experience against tougher competition. As he refines his skills and gains confidence, Bronny could evolve into a player who not only honors his father's legacy, but also builds his own. Conversations around his future often pivot towards what teams might benefit from his unique skill set. Bronny James' journey in the G League encapsulates the complexities of growing up in the shadow of greatness. While he has faced significant struggles, his accomplishments and growth are a testament to his character and determination. As the conversation continues around his potential, it is essential to recognize the challenges that young athletes endure and to appreciate their journeys, one that could lead to great things both on and off the court.
Get cocked back fat, easy shot it.